the challenges I've gone through in my life that have made me the person I am today, I would say that I'm most like a sunflower seed. They start off small and seem pretty insignificant, but once they're given a chance to grow, they become something much more than a tiny seed. Similarly, I can be pretty quiet at first, but once I adjust to the situation, I open up a lot more of who I am to the people in my life. One of the coolest things in life is the lottery. It can do a lot for you. Similar to the lottery, family can do a lot for you, and in a way, your family is like the lottery that everyone wins. Most of my family doesn't live in California. The majority of them live in Utah and Colorado, so whenever I get the chance, I drive out there to visit them. Having family that doesn't live around me has made me appreciate my family even more, because not being able to visit them whenever I please taught me to not take my family for granted, especially my parents, since they're the closest family I have. Whenever I do get to visit them, I always have a good time because I get to catch up with them and see all the new kids they've had recently. I would say my mentor that has taught me a lot about life is my coach, Anthony. He went through the same process that I did when he was in high school, so he has a better understanding of how to teach us. Being on the color guard team has a lot of responsibilities attached to, which can make me want to give up at times, but having a coach to push me when I start to feel like giving up helps me get back into the right mindset. If it hadn't have been for his motivation and love to teach us and strive for each individual on the team to succeed, we wouldn't be as willing to try the new challenges that he gives us. Anthony is the type of person that can be your best friend, your critic, and your mentor, and he always knows when the right time is to be each of those things. I couldn't have asked for a better mentor to help push me to a greater level of success each day. At some point in everyone's lives, there are going to be brick walls that we have to face because life's not always going to go your way. You just have to learn how to handle it the right way. During my freshman year in color guard, I decided to try out for the parade block. Of course, there were many other people who were more experienced than me at the time, but I decided to try out anyways. I ended up making banner, which was fun, but I wanted to try and work extra hard so that I could try out for parade block my sophomore year. I practiced for hours each day when I got home after school, and by the time parade season rolled around next year, I made it onto the block. This taught me that I can accomplish my goals, I just have to want it bad enough. Love and friendship is something very important in life, and someone that's really made an impact on me is my dad. Being in a divorced family, while still having my mom and dad stay good friends, is very special to me, since I know some divorced families don't get along at all, which makes me appreciate mine even more. My dad has taught me that even when the things don't go as planned, there's always a way to find a silver lining in the situation. My dad is raising 2 children and still manages to be lighthearted all the time. He told me it's because of my sister and I, and that we're what keeps him going each and every day. That allowed me to realize that love can definitely help overcome difficult situations. It's one of the most important things in life. Love can mend the sad feelings that may build up inside, and it can completely turn a situation around for the better. There's a point in everyone's life where you might feel like you just don't care anymore and don't want to listen to what other people have to say. Instead of giving up and not caring, try to realize that every piece of criticism is there for a reason, to help you become a better person and learn from your mistakes. Without mistakes, you'd never have been taught what you should and shouldn't do. Everyone has their own story, and it's just the beginning. So be open to new advice and be willing to accept change, because without it, it's hard to move on to bigger and better things in life. Oftentimes, there's always someone in our lives that undermines our abilities and misjudges us. You can either let what they say get to you and not rise to the challenge, or you can ignore them and become better than what they think you are. It's all about how you look at the situation. Everyone's good at something. You just have to take the time to explore and find out what that something is. For me, that something is drawing. It helps me calm down and take time to do what I love the most. learned the only way to accomplish something is to have patience and put the effort in. If you don't want it bad enough, you won't put in the effort. But if you do, the end result will be amazing, and you'll be glad you put in the time and effort. When I was learning how to play the piano, it was a little hard at first, but then I put in the time to practice every day and got way better at it. There are times where I've been a Tigger and other times where I've been an Eeyore, so I would say I'm not one or the other. I try and stay positive as much as possible because when you're happy, it tends to bring out other people's moods too. When my great-grandpa died about a month ago, I was very sad and couldn't help but break down on the inside. Instead of taking out my emotions on everyone else, I decided to look at his death in a better way. He's probably doing way better now, and at least he's not in any more pain, emotionally and physically. Everything gives you two sides to choose from, the optimistic route and the pessimistic route. It's up to you to decide how you want to handle it. At some point in our lives, we have to realize everything that happens in our lives is all up to us. Life is what you make it, so make it good. You only get one shot at living, so why be anything less than the best you can be? Why do anything when you don't give it your all? There are lots of great moments in life, but there will always be times where you feel like you're stuck in a deep, dark hole and aren't quite sure how to get out of it. But there is always a solution to the problem. It just takes some effort and determination to figure the way out of it. Are you going to let it wilt away, or are you going to try and make the best out of what you got? Make sure you always set time aside to appreciate the things you've been given in life, and more importantly, the people you're given in life, because there's always someone else who would love to have the life you're living. Leading a fun and rewarding life is all up to you. Work hard enough and you'll accomplish it. Take time to enjoy life and you'll be less worrisome about the little things.